In this video, I'm going to be talking about what I think is one of the most critical things that you could do with your car, and that is keeping the engine oil at the proper level. Hi, I'm Robert, and welcome to my DIY car care information page. Do remember to like the video, share it with your friends, tell your friends about the channel, ask questions, and make comments. Let's get started. Here are a few things that I think is necessary for properly completing this DIY task. Some engine oil that is specifically formulated for your car, the owner's manual, a set of rubber gloves, and a tissue or rag. You'll need these things to properly service your engine with oil. Now, you'll probably need your owner's manual for a couple of things. One, it'll tell you how to read your oil dipstick. 2, it'll tell you how to open the hood on your car. And 3, it'll tell you the specific oil that is formulated for your engine to keep your engine lasting long. I'm going to show you how this works on my car. You check it on your car. First thing you want to do is open the hood on the car. It's normally located down here and has some kind of pull tab. As you can see, mine is red. You pull that, you hold it for 3 seconds, you release it. That'll unlatch the hood. Next thing you want to do is come out here and pull the safety release. All cars are different. Some of them have a squeeze tab under here. Some of them have a slit under here. You reach under, push to one side. Mine has a little pull on it here. I pull this and lift up the hood to access the engine compartment on the car. Next thing you want to do is put on your gloves. This is simply to keep your hands free and clear from any contaminations that is in the engine compartment, and to make sure that you don't get engine oil on your skin. It's not good for your skin. Some people don't mind it getting on there. They wipe it off with a rag, but it's best if you have a pair of gloves to protect your skin and stop you from getting dirty. Now, engine oil is what I consider the blood of your car. Engine oil is designed to lubricate and clean the insides of the engine of the car. You got to keep this at a proper level so that the oil pump is able to circulate this engine oil throughout all of the passages of the engine. Your engine has many moving parts within it, but if it's properly lubricated with good, clean, proper oil, your engine should never seize up. It should never throw a rod, wear out a bearing, or anything like that. Most engines made after 1990 should last at least 200,000 miles, and many of them that were manufactured after the year 2000 can last 300,000 and far beyond. The engine in my car, the main portion that is lubricated with oil, currently has 430,000 miles on it, and I do not hesitate to drive this car anywhere in the country. This car has a good, strong engine. It is not worn out, doesn't make any weird sounds or noises, and it's mainly because I keep the engine oil serviced properly and I make sure the level stays at its proper level. So let me show you how to do that. On the very back of my owner's manual, there's a quick guide. It says number 4 is my engine oil, and it tells me what page the directions are on to check it, and it tells me the distance between the marks of low and full. As directed on page 8-10, it tells me where to fill the oil, where the oil dipstick is, where the oil filter is, and how to read the dipstick on there. It says certain models from minimum to maximum is 1.6 quarts. If I'm below the full line, all the way down to the minimal line, I'm 1.6 US quarts low. It also tells me how much oil my engine holds. It tells me what type of oil I need to put in the engine, and it also tells me the specifications of the oil that's supposed to go in there and how often it's supposed to be changed. We'll cover that in another video. It is best to check the engine oil first thing in the morning with the engine cold. If you decide to check the oil with the engine hot or after you've come to a stop, like when you pull into a gas station, shut the engine off and let it sit at least 5 minutes to allow the oil to drain back down into the oil pan. Your dipstick goes into the oil pan to check the level. If this was a new vehicle to me, I would check it the day I purchased the car. I would check it the day after I drove the car. I would check it a week after I drove the car. Then I would check it once a week for a month until I learned how much oil this engine either consumed or it leaks. All engines consume oil or burn oil, and all engines may leak a little bit. Your responsibility is to keep it full regardless of how much it burns or leaks. We'll cover how to stop an engine from burning oil or leaking oil later. Today it's all about checking it. Your engine oil dipstick is normally near the top of the engine. Mine is here. It says engine on there. I pull the dipstick all the way out. Since the car has been sitting overnight, it may indicate the proper level, but I'm not going to assume that. I'm going to wipe that off with the cloth I have or the tissue I have. I'm going to stick it back in the hole, pull it back out, and then I'm going to read it. I just wiped the stick totally off with that white cloth. I'm going to stick it all the way down in the hole. I'm going to pull it all the way up, and I'm going to look at it to see where the oil level is. As you can see, my level is right at the full mark. I am good to go. I don't need to add any oil. If it was at all low, I would need to open up the oil cap, open up my oil bottle. Sometimes you may need a funnel so that you don't spill any. You want to put a rag around there to protect yourself from spilling any. Open up your oil bottle, put as much in there as it said you was low. If mine was down to the low line, I would put a quart in there, check it again, and then if it was still low a little, I'd add another half a quart until it was at the full line. You do not want to overfill the engine oil system. Just fill it up to the full line, clean up any mess you make, put the cap back on, you're good to go. You always want to make sure that you keep the oil level full, and you always want to know how much oil your vehicle consumes. Keep that full, keep that oil proper. We'll cover some more information about engine oil in the next video, and this engine should last you a good long time. Thank you for tuning in to today's lesson. Please tell your friends about this video, share it on your social media site, and have them subscribe to the channel so they can get these great tips and keep their car on the road as well.